So it is Monday night. I'm going to make seared tuna in a few minutes. I am going to do an unboxing. I could do an unboxing without drinking something to go along with it. So I did open up the Jean-Louis Chauve Selection Côte de Rhône, and this wine is very good. It's 2018. I don't know how the vintage is in the Southern Rhône. I'm not exactly sure what the blend is. Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre is my guess. There could be some other grapes intermingled. Anyway, this wine's very good, but pop and pour, it definitely needs a decanting, and it needs some oxygen to blow off a little. It's very, very herbal. It's very concentrated and dense in a sense, but it's also very, very herbal. Yeah, it's extremely herbal right now. I know how it opens up. This is the second one I had. I have two more. So it's 2018. I'm probably gonna, I don't want to sit on them too long. They're about $20-something, $21. So yeah, extremely stringent and herbal right now. It needs to open up. So in the meantime, a special unboxing, and it is all Greek wine. I don't talk about Greek wine a whole heck of a lot, but I discovered a new producer, and I'll talk about it in a minute as I unbox some of these. I'm going to buy more of this producer's wines, but in general, the whites are better than the reds. It doesn't mean there aren't some good Greek reds. There are. The Xinomavro grape is often compared to Nebbiolo, but I haven't found one that I really, really like yet. But there are some Greek reds I like. There's a wine called Evangelo, and it's Syrah. It's awesome. It's also about $80. There's the Avaton by Yero Vassilio. That's a mix of Greek red indigenous grapes, Mavro Dragano being the main one. I forget the other two. I think one starts with an L, Limnio, something like that, and I forget the third one. Either way, that wine is the best Greek red I've ever had. The Evangelo is probably really close too. I don't remember it as well, but I did really like it. I was extremely pleased with that Syrah out of Greece. So mostly known for white, and there's a lot of indigenous white grapes that they're known for. I believe most Greek wines are food wines, some with apps, some with the main course, some as dessert for sure, but there are great wines there for sure. It's not as broad as Italy. I believe, I don't want to say up and coming region. Greece has been making wines forever, but doesn't do a great job maybe the marketing, but I've seen more and more and more of them hit the marketplace, especially Assyrtiko is becoming, and that's a very razor sharp acidic white wine. Goes great with seafood, great with appetizers, great in the summer. I'm seeing that more than anything. If I had to pick one grape varietal from Greece, that I'm seeing more than others. Regardless, the producer I've discovered is Chatzidakis in Santorini. The island of Santorini makes some amazing wines, specifically Assyrtiko and some others, but they have this one winery called Chatzidakis. I am pretty sure in my little bit of my research, the owner or the person that started it or that was running it has passed away a number of years ago, and I think his daughters have taken it over. I've never had any of the wines from there, but I'm trying to get as many as I can. Small production, very difficult to find, and they're making some different styles. I think they even have an orange wine, so a extended skin contact white wine, so maybe a little bit of funkiness. They have one that's aged for like 2 years, this white wine, and I'm trying to get my hands on. Luros, I think it's called. Regardless, let's go through what I bought. So I did just talk about red, and I talked about this grape specifically, Mavro Dragano, and I think it's a great, wonderful grape out of Greece. And I think it's going to be a bigger, bolder version of a Greek red. So this is what vintage? 2017. So I'm really excited to try it. Unfortunately, his wines are not inexpensive. They are very expensive for what you would expect out of Greece. So I think this is $50, something in that range. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like all his wines are anywhere from 30, 40 minimum, all the way up to 70, 80, 90 that I've seen from this winery. So that's the first one, Mavro Dragano red wine. And here we go with some of the whites. Edani is another indigenous white. I'm pretty sure this is the orange wine with extended skin contact. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Either way, I definitely want to try it. I know I'm not the biggest fan of orange wines, but they still intrigue me. There's the funkiness to them. I believe they pair well with certain things. I could see them pairing well with some umami type foods. So I'm gonna try some more. I wonder what, like the tuna, like I'm having a seared tuna tonight, and I put this little dipping sauce on the side. I could see an orange wine going with that, thinking about that pairing, because I think seared tuna is a tough pairing, at least for me it is. I typically treat it like it's sushi, so I think a sake would work well, or a nice white wine. So this one is Scitali 2018. I'm pretty sure the grape in here is a Citico, but I forget. And I think there's two versions of this. One is this aged on its lees, on its yeast for a while. The other one is bottle aged. And I just don't remember enough about it, unfortunately. But definitely excited to try this one as well. And the last one is Cuvée number 15, another Hatzidakis from Santorini 2020. And grape variety, I think, is a Citico also, but I don't remember either. Cuvée number 15. I think he has a number of Citicos. Some are in barrels, some aren't. And I think these are two of them. The one that he does really funky is the Ludos, which I haven't bought. So I did get these 4. I don't think I bought any more. So those 4 are what I got. Very difficult to find those from Astor Wines out of New York City. I plan on buying some more soon. We'll see. I'm going to take a trek on Wednesday to a store I've never gone to that specializes in a lot of Greek wines. So we'll see what they have. But always exploring. Always be exploring. I'm always exploring, trying new things. I had just found out about that winery. I think I read it in the book about volcanic soils, because Santorini is basically just a giant volcanic island that has tons of volcanic soils and has some amazing wines. I do regret not visiting some of the wineries when I visited. Either way, I will definitely not let that pass up if I ever go to Santorini again. I will most definitely be visiting Hatzidakis or Sigalas. There's a number of great producers of wine on the tiny island of Santorini. So that is going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go make my tuna. I don't think I'm going to have any of these tonight. They are cold enough. I could have one of these tonight. It's a possibility. I could absolutely see myself doing another video if I do open up one of these. And with that, good night.